It is 5:03. We will call the meeting to session. The meeting open. We don't have any reportable items from closed session. Presentations, recognitions, Cameron Elementary School.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on up. Hi, I'm Desert. I'm a 4th grade student at Cameron Elementary. Hi, my name is Romeo. I'm a 4th grader at Cameron Elementary. Hi, my name is Bella. I'm in 3rd grade at Cameron School. Hi, my name is Della. I'm a 5th grader at Cameron School. Hi, my name is Travis and I'm a 3rd grader at Cameron Elementary. Thank you for having us here tonight to tell you about our school. Since we started school in August, we've had a lot of fun events. We've had 2 assemblies to teach us about positive character traits of team. We try our best to make our school fun. We've also had a family night where our families came to our school to play giant games with us. We had a karaoke challenge so each class could work together as a team to create a fun video. Each month ASB sets up games like a carnival for us to play. In August we had a back to school water day. We have a lot planned until the end of the year. This is a busy week for us. This is Red Ribbon Week. So we have Spirit Day every day. Today was Dare to Dream of a Drug-Free World Day. So we were Disney things. Tomorrow we have Trick or Treat family night with a haunted house.
On Thursday we will have our Feed the Pumpkin costume parade to collect canned food goods to donate. We also have lunch on the lawn so families can come and have lunch and play our ASB carnival games with us. Our drama club will have a show in December too.
After Christmas, we have a lot of fun assemblies planned to help us learn about the world. We will have more family nights to get our grown-ups involved with us. We will also be having a talent show at the end of the year.
I'm missing one of our students, so I'll fill in if that's okay. Okay, so those are all the reasons that we are proud of our school. We have given out, our students have earned 1,500 breakthrough cards so far this year.
Breakthrough cards are what we earn for showing kindness, integrity, determination, and support. We trade them for fun prizes each day.
We also have our weekly news show, which is our Charger News that's available for our kids to watch, our whole staff, every Monday morning. When you're walking around our campus, you will see all the positive behaviors that our students are making. Our students are more engaged. They want to be at school. I think that was all of her part. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Ella.
Oh, Cameron kids lead through
Kindness,
Integrity.
determination, and support. Thank you.
thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
Awesome job, guys.
Thank you very much.
Can we pass out there?
Yeah, sure. You did a great job. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Wow.
Is he yours? It's quite animated, though.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Very good. Appreciate it.
Appreciate your time.
Barstow High School football, Acts presentation.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Get in your way.
I'm not sure what the process is. Do we stand up here?
Wherever you want.
So my name is Rafael Navarro. I'm the current interim principal at Barstow High School.
And Coach Clay, Mr. Leatherman, counselor and head football coach.
So 2 weeks ago, we had the privilege to be at Victor Valley High School to play at the 100th annual Axe Game. And I'd like to report to the board that we became victorious and we came back home with the Axe.
I mean, it's up to you guys. If you guys are comfortable, if you guys want to hold on to it, pass it around.
Without any aggression.
So,
We don't ever want to give this back.
no, I got you.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, it was green at one point, so we took that out right away. So we had to make sure we scrubbed the rabbit out and. But I just want to say that we're really proud of the boys. They played a tremendous game. It's one of those games that as a coach, I used to coach youth basketball, and I always told my players, like, when we get a big lead, you don't want to get off, let the foot off the pedal, right? Because you don't want to get the other team to come back in. Our boys did an outstanding job. They just dominated every aspect of the game, and very proud to bring this back home. Just to let you guys know, this Thursday is our last home game of the season, and it's our last league game against Granite Hills High School, an old school of mine that it's going to be awesome to be on Thursday. That if we do win, it's going to be a league title. It's for the league title. So it's really exciting to be in that position. And I know Coach is working really hard to prepare our boys for the playoffs and make a CIF push. So that's going to be, hopefully, look at the next goal.
Yeah, so I do want to add thank you, Mr. Navarro. Man, that Axe means so much to not just me, not just to my wife who graduated from Barstow High School. Our family went here, but it means so much to the town, right? Like, this is huge. And when I took over this job, given the opportunity by Dr. Jimenez, Mr. Williams, I knew what was the biggest game. The biggest game, didn't matter what your record was, you had to win the Axe, right?
That's right.
And last year, losing it, my first year with the hat on, is like, man, I couldn't sleep. I really couldn't sleep. And we had to go back, and just like you leaders here, you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out, right, do what we do to get paid to do, and figure out the answer. And that's what we did this offseason. We hired some new coaches on, we adjusted the leadership roles, we moved people around to where it was their strengths, and this is the product of it. Okay, so I do want to add to all of you, like, you guys are part of this victory. Like, don't feel like this is a Coach Clay thing like this. I couldn't have done this without you guys. You guys, every good leadership needs a good backbone, right? Like, we all need each other. And I want to acknowledge my wife for being that backbone for me. Without her, things at home could have never been done. And this is probably, you guys probably don't hear this a lot, but I'm so honored to be here tonight because I can actually say to you guys in person, like, thank you. Like, literally thank you, because the work that you guys do behind the scenes that people don't see, as leaders ourselves, like, man, I can only imagine. Like, the amount of stress, the pressure that you guys have go through as a district, and to just keep our schools rolling. So that way it keeps teachers here, it keeps staff members here, it keeps kids here, it keeps, because Barstow is like, this is Central, Barstow High School is the only high school outside of Central High School, right, that most of our population goes to, right? So, man, thank you all. Like, thank you all. I know it's a heavy shoulder that, burden that you guys got to carry, but you guys have strong shoulders. And that's what you guys are here for, and I appreciate it and love you guys. And although the Axe game is important, we have a championship game this Thursday. So victories are short-lived, and that's something we can always cherish in the spring, but right now our team is focused on beating Granite Hills, and to make them regret losing this man here, and to regret to playing us for the championship game. So without further ado, thank you guys, love you guys, appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Here, let me put this up on the background for you.
Maybe right here in the corner?
That should be fine. You ready? 1, 2, 3, one more. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck Thursday. Good luck Thursday.
Thanks, sir. If I can see the-
Good job, coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
New gavel, new gavel, new gavel. There you go. Thank you so much.
We do have a quick video too, that goes with
Video.
that.
Oh, I love that picture.
How fun.
Approval of the minutes. Could I get a motion and a second to approve the minutes from last week's, or 2 weeks ago, board meeting of 10/10/2023?
So moved.
I'll take the second myself. All in favor? Aye.
Do abstain.
Okay. Business from the floor. The board meeting is a business meeting of the board held in a public forum to comply with the Brown Act. It is not a town hall meeting with the board. This is a time for citizens to present problems or questions they feel the board should discuss. Individuals are encouraged to address the full board, not individual board members. The law prohibits the board from taking action on items not on the agenda. Requests to speak cards should be filled out in advance and presented to the superintendent's executive assistant. Instructions for submitting remote public comments can be found on our website, busdk12.com, under the tab Board of Trustees. The board has a policy limiting any speaker to not more than 3 minutes. For the record, please state your name, and I believe we do have some cards.
We do.
Okay.
So first card is Dora Maldonado Zane. And Ms. Crane will manage the 3 minutes. When 3 minutes is up, she'll just give you kind of a finger warning.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
Okay.
Good.
We should be good, yes.
Yep.
Yes, okay. Hi, I'm Dora Zane. I'm a sixth grade teacher at BIS. I teach language arts and history, and I'm here with several of my colleagues to ask for your support. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm just saying we need your help because we are constantly, like daily, not fully staffed. We need support with our students. We need support with board policy as far as fight situations are. We need your help. I personally I feel like crap because I have to be out of my classroom for 4 days, not by choice, but due to stress, due to not being able to get over whatever I have in my system. It's hard on everybody. When one teacher's out, it's even harder when 7 are out. We've had several of you guys at our site, and you have seen, I feel like you've seen some of what we go through. That's just a snippet of what we go through. We need your help. And I'm not here to point fingers again because it's not our principal's fault. She is out in the trenches with us. She's out in the quad with her computer dealing with discipline problems being pulled left and right. We need somebody else there. We need an assistant and we have one, but she's on leave, which leaves us with nothing. We have an amazing counselor who's being pulled every which way. And I spoke to her today, and she is in shambles. And as the union rep there for my site, I'm concerned about their mental health. I'm concerned about their physical health. We have a teacher here that was injured by a student. And she's out till God knows when. She's fighting to get back in the classroom. I talk to her at least twice a day, and she tells me what she goes through. And I feel her because I'm in the same boat with her. When I sent my doctor's note in, I wanted to take it back immediately because I knew that we were down so many. I want to be in that classroom. Those are my students. I'm not doing them any benefit by being at home resting while I'm stressing out over who's going to get in a fight, who's going to say the next racial slur, who's going to walk out of the class. That's an everyday thing. And it's just not just me. We have new teachers that need support, and we can't support them because we're period subbing every single day. It's not our principal. We need support from the board. We need support from our district. That's what we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lori Delaney.
Hello, guys. My name is Lori Delaney. I am, of course, sixth grade teacher at BIS, history and language arts. I am the teacher that got hurt. I am here because I'm asking for support from you guys as well. My concern is I'm looking at it from our students' perspective. Right now, I know for sure that my kids' learning process has stopped. There's no consistency for my students to have somebody have a plan and follow it all the way through and have the same person to teach them their same teaching styles. These kids are being bounced around consistently. And not only my classroom, but Miss Chavez's class as well, I'll speak on behalf of, because her class is constantly getting subbed out to different teachers. Consistency is everything as far as what I see it. And my kids, I had a very good, I felt like I had good class management with them. They're really good. A lot of compliments from other teachers that were subbing for me in my place when I was gone. And now they're all over the place. They're crazy. They're getting into stuff. They're breaking stuff off my desk. I'm doing whatever I can to get back into the classroom so that way I can also help support. But it doesn't look like they're gonna let me come back until sometime November. But I just want you guys to know that I feel really bad, not only for our staff, but for our students, because they're suffering as well. Even though they're the ones that are terrorizing the school, they need us as much as we need you guys to help support us. That's all.
Thank you.
Dan Serrano.
Everybody, I'm one of the new teachers, one of the newest of the new. And unfortunately, I have been trying so very hard to make this work. I have a lot of kids that are very disruptive. They literally destroyed my classroom today while I was trying to teach history, second period history. And the biggest problem is focus. I have a handful of kids that are very disruptive, and I'm hoping maybe we can get a little bit of help. I'm not trying to complain. I know each and every single one of you is doing your best to make things work, but we do need some kind of help. We do need maybe teachers' assistants or even some kind of a program to get parents in to help us out so that we can kind of keep the kids, I feel like the best thing we have is to say, hey, your parents is here. You know, what else would be, what would be the best thing? I mean, I know everybody else here is grown up, but what would be the best thing? If you put everybody in a kid's position here for a moment, wouldn't you respond to your parent being in the classroom? That seems to me to be the best thing we can go with. So, unfortunately, there's not a lot we can really do here, except I've got a lot of great teachers here that support me and always give a lot of their help every time they possibly can. But like everybody else has said, we're understaffed. We're kind of trying to stick it out as hard as we can. And it's just tough on all of us. So once again, not trying to complain, but we are asking for your help. Anything we can get, it would be amazing. Okay, anything, please. Honestly, that's really all that I have to say. So if anybody has any ideas, anything at all? Okay, just wondering, okay. Just asking.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Ryan Roy.
I'm a loud guy by nature, so I'm gonna try to modulate as best I can. We'll start with the positives. The premise of the BIS is still sound, all right? Having the sixth graders all in one place really does allow us to coordinate and collaborate very well in getting quality content out to them. The team is coalescing. We are working as a team. We are collaborating. We are sharing ideas, especially with the number of issues that you've seen and that we've been letting our union staff know about. And we have been identifying and problem solving issues that we can make actual changes. You all seen how we've handled our bus issues when we had a lot of fights back in August, September, and now that's gone down to zero because we've taken what we can see, we've looked at what options we have, and we've made plans that are thinking outside the box but effective in getting those needs met. So the issue though is that we still have tier 2 and tier 3 level students that have no real consequences. And unfortunately, with the number of staff outings that are smelling blood in the water, there is the idea of when we are so short-staffed that there is no consistency when it comes to not just the consequences, but teaching the expectations that go along with it, especially when you have a student from a particular class that have been to like 5 different teachers, each one for a day. There is no consistency amongst that. There is not enough support systems given to address the behaviors. I understand the reason why we don't suspend students and are at this level. They want us to make sure that we're here and we're addressing why are they acting this way. Problem is we don't have those supports to address why they're acting this way. Our one counselor is overworked, and so at best it is a Band-Aid on the situation because she's jumping into another situation. Or if we're out short admin, she is the admin. So she's doing admin deals instead of counseling situations. We have run other ideas such as wellness centers, the Cobra Connection Room over at Crestline, other sites as well that are an area where we can better suit and identify those tier 3 behaviors. We just don't have the manpower to implement it. The staff on the ground level that have limited or no training of dealing with behavior issues. So if you're making us hold on to the students because we want to make sure, we want to see why they're acting the way they are, we don't have the experience of how are we going to communicate that in a one-on-one to get to that root level issue instead of just dealing with the surface levels. A small campus does mean more collaboration, but it also means reduced ability to compensate for staff shortages. We're starting off the gate with -3 staff. That's a big jump. When you're thinking about a staff that's only 12 teachers and then a handful of admin. Today we had -7. -7, that's more than half gone. And we're trying to, at best, compensate how we do this. I'm up. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was one of the 7 that were out, so I have not very professional right now. I got to go to the doctor. I'm Leslie Wyndham. I've been teaching. I have a lot of experience. I've been teaching for a long time. I've been, so I do have experience. I'm very passionate about teaching, and the staff behind us, they are very passionate as well. And when you spoke at the end of last year about the idea of BIS and what we wanted to create, my heart was pumping. I was so ready to, yes, we can do this. And even coming into the school year, we were pumped. We were doing as much as we could. And we had kids that were excited to be there. We had a few naughties, but I was like, we've got this. This is good. But because of the lack of staff, because of the lack of subs, because of the respect that the students are giving the subs, there are actually subs that are now choosing not to come to our school. Because period subbing, I've been teaching a long time, but going into somebody else's classroom, you have no respect. And I'm trying to teach them, it's not working. Let's play a game, let's do something fun, because I know how to do all of that, but you don't get that. You have the jumping over tables, you have the cussing, the fighting, the disrespect, and I had a student say, only the strong survive, let's do this. And I'm like, really? I mean, this is what we're looking at. So it's really, it's getting to the point where it's hard. And we are overworked, we're tired, and that morale and that excitement that we have in here is slowly dying if we don't get some help. So, I mean, we have a positive staff, we have an amazing staff. We have new staff that need the help, and we can't help. I've heard it. Someone said that we can't help them. So we have that passion, we have that experience. We want to help, but we can't because we're stuck trying to do somebody else's job. So we don't know what to do other than we need help as far as staffing. Whether it's, I don't know, we need subs, we need teachers, we need subs. We need consequences, and even calling parents, you don't have that support. We have a lot of kind of inner city sort of things going on now, because even last year at the end of the year, our clientele's changed. It's changed, so we need to change. We need to figure out, we need to bring something in. And one of the things that was said last year, that if we had that support, we can have something amazing. So let's do this. But then something like the ball got dropped somewhere. So if we can find out if we can get that ball, and figure out what we need to do, because we're passionate, we want to do it, so we're here, but we're tired. And we don't, I didn't want to go to BIS, but I did. I just remember I struggled last year with the 6th grade. I knew that the kids were changing. So I didn't want to do it because I'm like, this is scary. But then I'm passionate. I love those babies. So anyway.
Thank you guys. Thank you really for being here. And for those of you that didn't speak, just your presence here does send a message, and you are speaking, but just by you guys being here. So we appreciate it. Thank you. Staff reports. Monthly cash report.
Goes over Mr. Beans.
So, as of August 14th, 2023, down at the county, we have $64,538,566.63.
Thank you. Superintendent's report.
Thank you. Good afternoon, board members, staff, and guests. On Tuesday, October 17, the district held the bid opening for the Student Support Center. The district received several bids in 13 separate categories. Currently, the total low bid is at $7,182,633.25. It is my hope that we will see the start of the project in the next few months. The Student Support Center will house the offices of the district psychologists, the media center and print shop, and tutoring/wellness support center. On Thursday, October 19th, was the Great California Shakeout. The shakeout is a drill. Students and staff across BUSD participated by stopping, dropping, covering, and holding at 10:19 a.m. for 1 minute. This drill is to help prepare for an earthquake, but does not predict an earthquake. Considering many areas of the world are seismically active, everyone, everywhere is encouraged to practice what to do in the event of an earthquake. On Friday, October 20, I attended the High Desert Education Summit hosted by Victor Valley College. HDES allows for meeting and networking with local businesses and organizations related to how local education fuels economic development. The summit provided time for the cities of Victorville, Apple Valley, Adelanto, and Barstow to provide insight and updates on the progress and development of our region. Assistant City Manager for Barstow, Cody Tompkins, was present to speak and about programs and businesses planning to establish a home here in Barstow. Also on Friday, October 20th, I was in attendance at Barstow Junior High School 8th grade first quarter awards. I was pleased to see the high number of students receiving awards for honor roll, perfect attendance, and PBIS Hawk behavior. Go Hawks. This morning, I met with several parents and/or guardians for the first Parent-Guardian-Student Community Alliance meeting for 2023-24. The role of the Alliance is to review BUSD data related to policies and procedures, examine the impact on students, and provide parents and the community with insight into continued action and monitoring. I'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Rosa Iriarte, Mr. Adam Diaz, Ms. Irene Orozco, and Mrs. Davina Rodarte for joining me to begin working on ways to improve the good things we are doing for BUSD students. This week and through October 31st, we are celebrating the 2023 National Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon inspires our kids to be happy, brave, and drug-free. School sites and the district are celebrating with a different themed day of the week. As at the district, today is Wear Hawaiian Day to say lay off drugs. The entire district and community is encouraged to wear red on Thursday, October 26th for Rock Red Day in support of Red Ribbon. The Red Ribbon serves as a catalyst to mobilize communities to educate youth and encourage participation in drug prevention activities. And lastly, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our amazing staff. Every school day, they arrive at their school sites or offices prepared to encourage and educate kids. This year, they are often asked to go above and beyond to support Barstow students. I am incredibly impressed with the perseverance they display and their desire to always step in and help. I certainly cannot thank them enough. They ensure every BUS student has an exceptional 2023-2024 school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Board reports. Ms. Clemmer.
I have nothing to report.
Mr. Watson.
Nothing to report.
Mr. Heldreth.
I just wanted to echo the sentiments of the superintendent a little bit, just to reiterate and say thank you again to everybody. I know I say it regularly, but just never hurts to say it again. I do really appreciate everything everybody does. Thank you.
Mr. Correa.
I would like to thank the staff that showed up today and let you know that we are supportive and that we're going to do everything we can to help you out. So I just hope things get better for you.
Thank you.
And again, just thank you for being here.
Thank you. I have to concur with my colleague, and I said it earlier, so your voices are heard. Trust that, and I also concur with what you said. You know, just thank you guys all the time, because we do have a lot of challenges, and we recognize that. We're not blind to that, and we appreciate everybody being here, everybody taking the efforts and the steps that are required, and we on our end will do our best. Student representative report. I see Ms. Massimini is not here today, so we will go into representative reports. BEA, Ms. Lewis.
Okay, I wrote about this time so I don't miss nothing. So first I want to say good evening, everybody. Super proud of the acts. Gotta tell you that. Glad we got the acts. Okay, so I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Godfrey, Mrs. Fisher, and Mrs. Norman for taking the time to come over last Friday in a desperate need of BIS. So thank you for that. BA realizes that BIS is in need of much more support, and we are dedicated to our community, our school community, to help find solutions on this matter. Like they said, we're not here to complain. We want solutions, and we're going to be a part of that solution. BA is not going to step down and just complain. We're going to step up, and we're going to solve problems. So I'm going to sit here and tell you what we are doing as BEA to help solve this problem. And I'm sure this is more than just this school, but right now this is the school that needs it the most. Right now I'm doing weekly meetings, or we are going to be doing weekly meetings. I've invited some other members with, but I will attend every one of these meetings with this staff. Then after I'm going to do 4 weeks of that, then I'm going to do 8 weeks of bi-weekly meetings, and then I'm going to go to monthly meetings. Now the purpose of these meetings is so we can support them with classroom management, teaching expectations to students, parent communication, classroom setup, lesson planning, or anything they feel they need from us to do, we are going to do. We're going to step up and do it. We are going to continue to encourage our members to invite the PBIS ghost, Shannon Barella, into their classroom for assistance to help them with classroom management, student strategies, PBIS, whatever is needed in that. We're going to ensure that all our members have the proper district adopted material and a clear understanding how to use that. We got a lot of new teachers that have never been trained in anything. So we're going to do the best we can to help them understand that adopted curriculum. And then we have already started a culture of collaboration and sharing among the BIS teachers. We've created a Google Classroom where we have put in stuff from BEA to help them with classroom management. PBIS is going to start putting some stuff in. We have lesson plans in there. We have sub-plans in this situation. We have numerous ideas when they have extra kids in there. They can hit print, and they have some stuff for those kiddos that come in because they lack the subs. And it's a Google Classroom we have created, and it's going to give opportunities for these teachers to also share their own ideas amongst each other, because you have more than one science teacher, more than one arts teacher. But right now they're teaching every subject every hour of the day because they have up to 40 kids in the classroom at a time. And that's a little bit too many. So they're going to have that to pull off there and print out And that way they're not going home and stressed out anymore. We put it on there for them. Now, BA is asking for the following supports from the district and the board. A temporary vice principal until the permanent one can return. We're asking for an SRO to be on BIS campus at least twice a week, full day, not a half day. We're asking for a full-time teacher for a wellness classroom to deal with the tier 2 and the tier 3 supports that my counselor cannot get to on a daily basis. We're asking for another full-time campus monitor to help with the safety of the students outside. We're asking for training for the new teachers to continue to help the classroom management, especially my new ones. The veteran teachers have it, but not one teacher ever walks in with perfect classroom management your first year. I know I didn't, it took me 5. Now, I'm asking also for written procedures on how you would like them to handle the physical fights at that school. Because no one in this district has been trained ever since I've been here in 25 years on how to handle a physical fight. So I'm gonna ask for that. So in closing, I am requesting just one more thing. I would like to have a task force created to support BIS at this moment and maybe further other schools. And I want to have solutions for a safe and healthy work site for BIS. I'm asking that on this task force be a superintendent, a board member, Mr. Godfrey, because instruction, Dr. Vinnie Williams, the PBIS, the BIS admin, Dora Zane, a representation, Esther Renaud, which is the counselor at Barstow Intermediate School, Leslie Hess, which is my VP of BEA, Jennifer Nelson, which is going to be the representation for the Director of Representation, Shanda Burrell, especially for PBIS, and myself. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. CSAA, Ms. Gonzalez.
Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna kind of stand up to the side because I don't want to stand in front of everybody.
That's a lot. We see it as well, not to the levels the BEA is seeing things. You guys know I'm at the junior high now, my 3rd year, so it's a lot different, but all the schools are that way. It's society right now. It's the economy, it's just society right now. We had 14 adults out yesterday, and we're all stepping up and doing what we can. So I feel for you guys. I'm there too. I mean, I'm right next door, so you guys are, you're feeling what we feel too. And I agree, the support is needed. And I know that on our side with CSEA, we're looking into different professional development things for our staff as well. Just trying to give those supports as well to our staff and where it's needed. So I encourage you guys to go out to the sites and see what's going on. But I do appreciate being able to come to everyone here and have those conversations about what can we do, what solutions, and you guys actually listen to what we bring. And I feel that that's very positive for everybody. But on the CSEA side, we're not as heavily affected as the teachers are in the classrooms for longer periods of time, but we do have our struggles too. Our vacancy list is very long right now, so we're seeing it as well as in the vacancies and the no subs, so we're trying to do what we can to get the word out as well. So, but on that note, I just want to wish everyone a happy Red Ribbon Week, and let's keep our kids drug free. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Personnel Commission, Ms. Dewell.
Thank you, board members, and yes, the next meeting of the Personnel Commission is scheduled for Thursday, November 9th. Our Unified currently has 347 classified employees. We have 2 recruitments in the testing stage. We're testing currently for nutrition services, just finished, paraeducator. There are currently 3 recruitments open. I've attended 2 career fairs in the last 3 weeks. One was with the San Marino County Workforce at the Mall of Victor Valley. We had over 40 contacts for the non-teaching jobs and 5 individuals for teaching jobs. Mr. Gutierrez and I attended one on the 16th over at the community college that was sponsored by the Marine Corps base. Unfortunately, I don't think they advertised it very well. We had a total of 4 contacts that day. I'm scheduled to attend another career fair Thursday over at the Cora Harper Center, again sponsored by the San Bernardino County Workforce and the Barstow Chamber on Thursday. So we're out there trying to drum up some employees for this district. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Adoption of the agenda. Can I get a motion and a second?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Communications consent agenda. Can I get a motion and a second to,
There's a corrected copy,
okay, so what do we need to do there?
just mention it.
Okay, so we do have a corrected copy, changes in salary of our classified personnel. That was K6B3
To the agenda.
to the agenda. Okay, so now we go to consent agenda, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a motion and a second? I'll take the motion. Can I get a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Discussion items. General, L11, Barstow Unified School District Academic Calendar 2023-2024 modifications. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the modifications of the Barstow Unified School District Academic Calendar for the 2023-2024 school year as presented.
Thank you. So the information that we are providing to the board tonight is that we had two different situations on the 23-24 adopted calendar. The first one was last week, October 17th, 18th, and 19th. And then coming up in November 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So what the issue basically is with transportation, when we have minimum days for parent-teacher conferences, we run into issues with first student. They are struggling with personnel issues as well. They are having a hard time finding drivers and supplying their staff with enough drivers to cover all of the routes. So they're having to make modifications to what they do. And because of that, they have a challenge when we have certain schools getting out at minimum days and other schools not getting out. It creates a backlog. It causes buses to be late to other schools, specifically the elementary schools. So in talking about this with Cabinet over the last several weeks and trying to address this issue, the easiest way for us to accommodate the transportation issue to not impact our schools and the bus routes to our schools was to go ahead and allow Barstow Junior High School to continue to be minimum days on the 17th, 18th, and 19th to conduct their parent-teacher conferences, but to move STEM and Barstow Intermediate School to have their parent conferences in November. And then in November on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th to make all schools minimum day. So it wouldn't just be the elementary schools on minimum day, all schools in Barstow Unified School District would be on minimum days for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of November to accommodate transportation specifically within the entire district. So those changes were made and sent out to all of our families as well as our staff. This is presented tonight for board approval because all of our academic calendars must come to you for approval. There were enough instructional minutes within the year to be able to make these changes, so we will be good on instructional minutes. And on the number of days that we have to be in school, there are no issues there. It's being brought to the board for your approval tonight, but it already has been advertised to all of our staff and our students.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns? Can I get a motion and a second?
So move. Second?
All in favor? Aye. Okay. L41, purchase order listing 1003, 2023 to 1016, 2023, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the modifications of Barstow Unified School District Act. What? No, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. L41, purchase order listing 1003, 2023 to 1016, 2023. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the purchase orders listed in the attached purchase order board report totaling $610,375.38. Background information.
So tonight for you guys, we have from October 4th through October 16th, 2023, We have 75 purchase orders in the amount of $610,375.38. Notably, we have scoreboard replacements that we're excited about putting in. And the rest are normal business of the day.
Okay.
For your approval.
Any of my colleagues have any questions? Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
L6A1 tentative agreements between Barstow Unified School District and Barstow Education Association negotiated during the 2023-2024 school year. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the tentative agreements between Barstow Unified School District and Barstow Education Association regarding Article 29, working conditions, and Article 17, class size, that were negotiated and agreed during the 2023-2024 school year. Background information.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Manager. So, the board approved on 10/10/2023, the AB 1200-2756 for these tentative agreements, and they're presented for you for your approval.
Any questions, concerns? No. I'll make the motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, classified.
Yeah, abstain.
Okay.
One second. Got it.
Classified. L6B1, increase in work hours at classified positions, campus safety assistants. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the increase in work hours for classified positions listed effective October 25th, 2023. CCADE 002, campus safety assistant, Barstow Junior High School, from 3.75 hours to 7.5 hours per day. Background information.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes, thank you. So to address some of the safety needs that we're seeing at our school site, specifically this one at Barstow Junior High School, we're presenting to the board the recommendation to approve this position, this specific position, from 3.75 hours to a 7.5 hour per day. So we have enough coverage throughout the day to make sure that our students are safe on campus. Presented to you for your approval.
Questions, concerns? I have a comment. I'm glad to see this on their agenda. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. L6B2, establishment of classified positions, 5, campus security assistants. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the establishment of the following classified positions at the schools indicated. 2, campus security assistants, 8 hours per day, 185 days per year, range 29, effective October 25th, 2023 at Barstow High School. 2, campus security assistants, 8 hours per day, 185 days per year, range 29, effective October 25th, 2023 at Barstow Junior High School. 1, campus security assistant, 8 hours per day, 185 days per year, range 29, effective October 25th, 2023 at Barstow Intermediate School. Background information, please.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes, thank you. So again, this is another layer of supports that we're trying to provide to these specific sites, Barstow High School, Barstow Junior, and Barstow Intermediate School with campus security assistants. These campus security assistants, the job description was negotiated and agreed a long time ago, and we're just bringing them back because of the current needs that we have. These campus security assistants will provide an additional layer with additional training that is going to be above and beyond a campus safety assistant. So the financial implications are listed and are presented to the board for approval.
Questions, comments, concerns?
I have a question. How long will it take to fill these positions?
I'm going to defer that to Patty.
Well, I know currently some of the current safety assistants, I believe, meet the criteria for this, so that internally, the district's gonna be targeting some of the current employees that are already CSAs. We'll also open the recruitment because the targeting market will be those that have this SB 1626 certification for handling more issues, security issues on campus. My guess would be at least 2 to 3 months to get the people on board, if they're not current employees.
We're going to try and work as fast as possible to get them on board.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yes.
the need is very great.
We do have to kind of meet some of the required deadlines under the merit system.
So, but we're gonna start tomorrow, we're gonna open this up and try to get them on as fast as possible.
I have a question. What are the possibilities of, in the meantime, contracting for something like this? So we can, would that be a little bit more expeditious?
Positions open?
For that, we would have to kind of, it would be a negotiable item, and we'll go from there, but we will look into that as well.
We'll look
Okay.
at all
Yeah.
options that we have.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get all the options,
Take
yes.
2 months, do it immediately.
Yeah, that was my thought. If we can contract through outside contractor, maybe we can get it help a little bit quicker, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not to eliminate any
Well, not to
positions.
eliminate,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
just
So
so-
we're not impacting, but just a stopgap.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I do know we did have a company that we used to contract, I think it was Securitas, if I don't remember correctly. I'll collaborate with the superintendent and see who we need to bring in the room, and then we'll go from there for different options. Thank you.
I can let the board know also that I received notification from Chief Espinoza today in reference to an possible SRO for Barstow Intermediate School.
Oh,
So
great.
that was a request I sent to him last week. He was finally able to respond. He's working on it. They're short-staffed as well. So we're working on trying to collaborate with Barstow Police Department to bring on an SRO. So if we're able to get that sooner, we'll have that person in place.
Anybody else? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Can I get a motion in a second?
So move.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Items for future board meetings, anybody? Closed session. Can I make a request that we go into closed session just momentarily?
Of course.
Okay.
We'll have to move to closed session.
Move into closed session. It is currently 6 o'clock, and I promise it won't be too long.
George?
Yeah.